little bit more for a chance to make their way to the finals tomorrow. That puts them in good stead. There's not too many teams, if any, Genome. I don't have it in front of me, but I feel like if you win a game, you generally...
So considering, you know, we've had that 2 games in a row, let's say that plays out here, 21 points for Space Station Gaming is getting them more than halfway there.
And Game With as well get rewarded 15 points courtesy of their ability to track that circle right to the end. They got to that position first. They were the first team there. That's why they get those placement points. Picked up some kills along the way. In fact, really, when you look at sort of the top 5 there, Unite, Reject, Game With, really showing APAC North and not going to go down without a fight. GMT, they continued their good run. Same with obviously Space Station. Team Burger, they wrap up sort of the top 6 as we make our way to the other side of the graphics. Some absolutely big names, Genome here. AD Raccoon, Team Empire, CLG, you know, Reply Totem, of course, with that big run to get here as well, all struggling there in match 1.
NRG as well. I mean, incredible. Team Empire, I think, actually is the one that's perturbing me the most, Xenox, because they just played so well on day 1, and there was such massive expectations on their shoulders going into this, and they've kind of crumbled at this point. But look, I'm left.
Very even spread of damage and kills. What a team effort. 3 kills, 3 kills, 3 kills, and all roughly around that sort of 1200 damage portion as well. What a way to start for Space Station Gaming. You know, we've touched on it, 21 points. We think probably around that 30 to 33 point mark should be the cutoff. We've seen that today in the winners bracket and losers bracket round 1. So while it's not job done just yet for Space Station, they're about halfway there, if not maybe even just that little bit more. So it's looking like finals could be on the cards for them still. Though, 5 matches to go. That was only match 1 of losers bracket round 2. We're going to go to short break. When we come back, it'll be game number 2.
You guys ready? I'm dropping. 3, 2,
I'm dropping.
1, go. Watch it on me.
I got it. Finish it.
Nice,
Let's go,
nice.
boys. Hey.
Maybe?
Let's go.
Start it off right. Let's go. Damn. Good fucking comms, boys. Good comms. We need to reel it in a little bit there, but, you know, dub's a dub.
Started off right, they say, and that's what they do for Space Station Gaming. 21 points from match 1 here to start losers bracket round 2. Maybe they don't need to reel it in, Gino, because they looked amazing closing out that first game. And look, obviously, as we've already mentioned, probably don't have to do that much more. Do the basics from here on out, and they should be going to the finals.
Yeah, 21 points was it that they finished off the first game with? Exactly, very impressive. It means you only need to scrape in a couple, honestly, game after game from here on out. But there's still, let's even just assume that Space Station Gaming are here from now, Xenox. There's still 9 slots open, right?
That's true.
I mean, they did mop up quite a few of the points in there. Some of the other APAC North teams, however, in good spots. Game with Team Unite, Reject, even FCD and V3 Vega. Look, honestly, the aside from them and, well, maybe GMT, it's all APAC North at the top right now.
6 of the top 10 is what I counted. Hey. Yes, I looked, I promise. But look, let's head into match number 2, shall we? It's Storm Point, of course. This is where we're going to really see the teams really continue to see who's going to be consistent. It's something we touched on the desk before. We were fortunate to have Hotsit come on and join us and give his insight, and consistency is key, like he said.
Absolutely, in these kind of formats, it's not that pop-off day. That's tomorrow. Match point format. You not only need to rack up the points as quickly as possible and give yourself as many opportunities to win that game, but then you actually have to win it. You have to be the winners of the Battle Royale. I mean, it's what the whole format is about, Xenox. And we've had 1 winner, Space Station Gaming, so far in our series. Still 5 more to come.
Certainly so. We've got 5 more matches here for losers bracket round 2. Let's get into match number 2 now. Again, on Storm Point. For those that maybe started off a little slow in round 1, this is where they got plenty of games, of course, to sort of redeem themselves. When I say plenty, though, it's actually not that many. Only 5 matches, right? So it goes by pretty quickly too, doesn't it, Gino? So you don't want to be starting too slow. If you slipped up a little bit in round 1, you've got to fix it here in round 2.
So Otic, they start off nice and high up the hill. Those guys are playing Lightning Rod by the looks of it. Now, I don't think we saw too many contests. I think it might have been V3 Vega landing on top of Dewa, actually, over in Cascade Falls, or at the very least kind of splitting some loot down there. Not sure if they actually came to blows early on, but apart from that, the teams seem to have come to some sort of agreement about where they should all be dropping, and at least, you know, let their macro play at the end of the game sort of decide things rather than a 50-50 early on.
Yeah, I'm trying to scan the map and see if I can find anything, any sort of scrimmages happening, but no, it doesn't seem to be the case. I know throughout today and even parts of yesterday, that was a factor. We had a couple of hot drops and a couple of situations where teams were obviously fighting for drop locations, but so far, maybe Cascade Falls could be something, but other than that, Gino, there's not a whole lot.
Okay, so with the ring pulling towards the west here, we've got CLG, who don't necessarily have the best drop spot there. They're actually just taking the remnants of Mill and Sino Caves, the